Hey, thanks for watching. I've been looking over my account balances, my income, my fixed costs, and then what I've been spending on my variable costs. And I wanted to take some time to check in. So I have been feeling a little bit stagnant lately. And the reason for that is because, as I've mentioned many times before, I feel like and this is just the numbers, my income versus my fixed costs are really close. So my fixed costs are about 70% of my income, which is really tough. So that is the number one reason why I'm feeling stuck. And I want to take time to get out of that feeling. And it's going to take time, obviously. This is not an overnight kind of thing, but I think that the more I apply action to this situation, that's the only way it's going to move, right? But like if you're stuck in the mud, if you're driving a car and you're stuck in the mud, the first thing to do is realize where you are. The second thing is to kind of back away. And the third thing is to get on a better path. So that is what I am in the process of doing right now, and getting unstuck is clearly my goal. And what the biggest answer to that, or the biggest thing I can do that will help that, is to on the top is to bring in more income, but there needs to be the support below it of knowing where my money is going and making sure that it's going to the right things, and that I have a good system in place. So it is August, and let me know if you can relate to this idea of feeling stuck, because I feel like it's very, very common. But it doesn't have to be. And I want to also kind of address the mindset idea that it's okay to feel stuck. B, I don't have to stay stuck like that. Like it's also okay and safe to bring in more money. And that's kind of on the other side of sort of the mental work to bring in and receive more money. I have been prone to self-sabotage in the past, and that's not what I want to, I'm not available for that right now. I used to do a lot of like mindset manifestation work, and that was a phrase that I picked up. I'm not available for that. And I'm like, okay, I am not available for this stuck mindset anymore. It's okay to be where I am, and it's okay not to stay there. So that's what I'm working on right now. So I've got my plum paper planner, which I am in the process of ordering a new one for 2024, which is a fully deductible business expense. And it's one of my favorite expenses ever, because I love pen and paper. So that's something that I look forward to. Oh, great. Okay. Right. So feeling stuck and getting unstuck. So Lauren's Money Mindset, Lauren over at Lauren's Money Mindset. If you don't follow her, you should. She's amazing. Check her out. She posted 3 steps to take if you're feeling stuck, and it was so simple and so cool. So number 1, make sure your budget is up to date. Yes, that is what I'm in the process of doing right now. And honestly, it's seeing what I can cut. Because, well, you can only cut so much, right? I feel like right now I probably have an extra $100 of added, I'm gonna say fat, that I could trim. Certainly, I could trim the fat. I have some subscriptions that I'm not using. I'll call myself out. I have a Discovery Plus ad-free subscription on Amazon that I could totally cut, but I don't remember the last time I watched anything on the Discovery Network, so I will be cutting that. So number 1, making sure your budget is up to date. Number 2 is putting $10 towards a savings goal, which I do have deductions that come out every week. It's a little frustrating because, again, if your fixed costs are 70% of your income, there's only so much you can save. You only have so much. I only have so much to work with, so there's only so much I can save. So that's a little frustrating. If you're wondering what this is a giant Little Tyke slide. I'm just seeing it in the background. It's a giant Little Tyke slide. In case you wonder, I got it for $20 on Facebook Marketplace. The third thing that Lauren suggests doing to get unstuck financially is to find a way to bring in extra income, which Facebook Marketplace is right there. So selling some things there, which I know I can do. I'm thinking right now of like a few things that I can sell. It's a little tough because we pared down really hard, my husband and I, before the baby came. So that is one way I've made money in the past. So I've made money 3 ways in the past, selling that I can control at the moment. I've sold things on eBay, I've done copywriting, and I've babysat. These are the 3 that come up to me right now. And that's something, providing in-person childcare. I don't love the idea of trading my time for money at this point in my life. this is a temporary place. I still have credit card debt. I want to get out of that credit card debt as soon as possible. And that might be something that I need to do, is just temporarily. If I can pick up some babysitting gigs when my child is asleep, I think that would probably be a good way to do that. Again, with the idea that it's only temporary, and I'm working on, I have streams in, strengthening the streams in place that don't require me to trade my time for money, which is, again, something I am actively moving away from. So those are the three things where I've made a significant amount of money before. I also have this, my business income, which again is a little bit not trickier, but that's what I'm working on building up and is not immediately available to me sort of within the next 30 days to make income. So those are the 3 steps from Lauren's money mindset that she suggested to get unstuck. If you're feeling stuck, make sure your budget is up to date, put $10 towards a savings goal, and then come up with one way to make additional income. So what I can do right now is post on eBay a couple things that I have been meaning to release. So that is what I am aiming to do today. I'm also going through my budget, which is what it is. So my monthly fixed costs are about $1,700. I'm bringing in about $2,600. So it leaves me $900 to play with. So now I'm just curious. I can tell you exactly what percentage my fixed costs are, which whatever it is, it's way too high. 66%. It's not terrible. They should be 30 to 40%. So I'll tell you exactly how much more I need to bring in order to adjust that down. 65%. My fixed costs are 65% of my take-home pay. So that's where we are as far as my budget goes. If I cut that, I could probably cut that down to 60%, maybe, if I work real hard. That's something I could do. So as far as feeling stuck, those 3 steps are certainly a huge help. So I hope that alone is helpful. The other thing is, at this point of the year, so we're bringing August to a close, about to start September, and I feel like from this point in the year, it's just like a downhill, like swoosh, like it goes so fast into the end of the year. For me, I feel like the year is basically over. I also know that these months tend to be pretty tough as far as the budget goes. This is, interestingly, so my daughter's about to turn a year in September, or at the end of August. She's an August 31st baby. And this is the first full year that I've had a child. And I feel like it was not as expensive as I thought that it would be. On the other hand, I know the expenses are just starting. Yes, there's a lot of expensive stuff you got to buy in the beginning. And then because childcare, we've been able to make do without a significant childcare expense, which will be changing in the future. So that's to come. As I look at closing out the year, I realize with the holidays coming, that tends to be an expense. Okay, so I'm going to bring this to a close. I hear family coming back, so I'm going to close this up. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this has been helpful. Let me know how you're doing with your budget and how you're feeling lately. So take care. Bye.